Hello guys, I wanted to show you a little bit of what this one here turned out like. I just machined wheels on the lathe, got that all done. Have one more wheel to make, but I was getting impatient because I'm very impatient. But that's how this one here is turning out so far. Let's see if this does it any better. Let me start to turn it a little bit. Might be turning it the wrong way. I've got one rear wheel left to turn on the lathe. I turned both the front ones first because they were first in the stock, in the round stock. And I thought, well, I got to hurry up and get it done while the lighting is still good today.
Look at that sparkle. Oh my. I love it.
Let's see if we can do anything with that. I think it does a little bit. That's the other side. I got the front one done, but not the rear one. And anyone who's been into modeling for any length of time, mock-up is usually a lot of fun. And also in the real car. In the real car world, mock-up is a riot too. When you get the wheels, tires, and stance just right. It's like a sheet of glass. There, that's looking really good. Try to move a little closer. Closer with Big Red.
Speaking of red, I like the contrast of the lettering against that pretty blue.
Yeah, that looks sharp. The other guy, he had painted the interior red, like a fire engine red. And I painted it blue, and it did not look good blue. So then I went to, if I was going to choose a red, it wouldn't have been that red. So I went to like just a hair darker, like a maroon. And it seemed like I like that about the best. See if we can do something about that lighting. There we are.
I like the little details in the middle of the car, the little squares.
Oh, those tiny little ones?
Yeah, I like that.
That was a lot of fun. I like deep dish in the front. Let's see if I could show it. Deep dish in the front and real deep in the back. But instead of trying to go for an aluminum look by doing dull coat on chrome wheels or anything like that, I talked to Tammy about it. I said, why don't we just buy round stock? I've had this lathe for 23 years. Might as well turn my own. And instead of going for aluminum look, have the aluminum. I mean, it made sense to me.
Yeah.
And it's a round stock wasn't $1 million, so it's just gonna take a lot of time. And it did. It's taken all day to find the right tools. I just found a whole batch of brand new cutter bits and everything in the bottom of the lathe. They must have been there a good 20 years. It was a whole kit of all brand new ones.
The whole kit and caboodle.
A whole kit and caboodle. I was afraid I was going to have to. Oh, here's a good cutoff. There we are.
Look at that. Sharp. As the day it was made.
Brand new. I was so afraid I was going to have to go through and buy different size drill bits, which that's too unaffordable to me. Those big bits like that. So I went ahead and looked around for the 1/2 inch bit I knew I had, the stubby 1/2 inch, and Tammy laughed on that one.
Dirty mind.
and I know it would. That's why I didn't bring it up to her, before that point. But instead of finding the one bit that would have drilled all the way through, I would have only had that one size. So even that wouldn't have been cool at all to me. So I went ahead and I kept looking, and I ran across these bits here, and I'm very, very happy with that, with all those. So I'd like to be able to pick it up and show it to you, but I can't move it. It's just posed there. I'm real happy with how the paint turned out yesterday, and I think the lighting in here is just good enough to be able to see it just right in that lighting.
This is a time of day where the sun is usually the brightest. About 1:30 in the afternoon. Yeah, look at that. I like it because blue is one of my favorite colors.
It is. She loves teal. Mine and her favorite color is the beautiful shade of teal. And the second best thing would be the shades of blue and purples. I think purples are real good. But it seems I always paint reds, real deep reds. But that has just about the right stance. I don't think I want to go back. I don't think I want to go down in the back too much, really.
No, I liked it jacked up in the back. That looks badass to me.
It does. And I love the Halibrands in the front. I would paint them like I painted the rear ones, where you paint the inside of it. See, those were from, I think it was a Fiat, that little Fiat model. It came with extra wheels in the back. And I thought they looked really good of being aluminum. So to spin that outside rim, I thought, man, that's going to really look tough. And I like it. I think a nice set of zoomy pipes aiming toward the rear wheels, I think would just about finish that car off just about right. And I want to go through and I want to make another set of wheels too for the 1,000, under 1,000 subs. But that's how they look close up. Yeah, I don't have to try to go for aluminum, the real aluminum look, by shooting dull coat. I don't have to do any of that.
Just go ahead and make them yourself.
Yeah, go ahead and make them myself. It just seems like the natural thing to do.
Shake, rattle, and go.
Shake, rattle, and
like
go.
That.
Well,
I got a question.
okay.
What did you use to make the neat pattern on the sides?
I used a tablecloth.
Oh, okay.
A tablecloth. I have your 90 that I use for a lot of that, and that I'll probably use on the next candy one that I do, because I like the pattern of those flowers.
I like the pattern too, but the material is so scratchy. I could not wear it.
Can't wear it, but you can sure use it as a mask.
There you go. At least it wasn't a total waste.
Yeah. Yep. So I'm pretty happy with how this one here, I restored it. I only took maybe 3-4 days to restore it. Once the wheels are on it, and I'll make some kind of taillights for it to go in the deep, let's see, they're deep recess, which isn't any big deal. They look great. I'll just make round discs and put them in there. Even if I have to paint them that turn signal red, I'll put them in there. And then I'll black out the front grill. The front grill needs to have a little bit of black wash on it. And then I need to touch up some of the chrome. The chrome is rubbed off since 1963. But this model was so messed up, so junky looking when Tammy bid on. It stayed at $3.50, 56 cents, I think it was, for 10 days. Mm-hmm. Then we went and we bid on it, and we bid early. So the person pushed us up and kept pushing us up. They did like 5 or 6 other bids on top of our bid. And we still got it under $10. So I'm not real excited about that. It doesn't bother me that much, but I knew I could do something with it. Tammy said, you'll be able to fix that, right?
So, it didn't look like anybody could fix it, honestly.
It looked burnt. It looked like it was burnt in several spots on the outside.
It
And I,
was a disaster.
it was bad. What we were bidding on was real junk. We should put up a slideshow of what it looked like in the auction and then what it looks like now. And I should have Tammy put one of those together. She does a fantastic job on it. We just would have to have a photo shoot once this video is over. Okay, I can't think of too many other things to say other than I just wanted to get this on film and get a video of it. But yeah, I'm really, really very happy with how this is turning out. Okay, you can't think of anything, can you, Tammy?
What is this? That little round decal. What does it say?
Oh, the one on the top there?
Yeah.
Oh, you would ask me that. Is it Michigan? Michelin? I'd have to get a microscope.
Oh, that's all right. Never mind.
Yeah. I just thought I had it already put in the water and was going to use it on the body. And I thought, you know what? I don't want anything that big anywhere on the body. The moon eyes are going to be the biggest thing, and that's going to be it. And I thought, you know what? I think I want to put it right there at that blend line. So.
Yes,
Yep.
you did too.
Yep, where the blue blended into silver. I wanted to make sure that it was perfect. So that's one thing I think is lacking so much in this world is craftsmanship. It's just right out the window. So that's one reason why I wanted to do the wheels too, is because I want good old-fashioned craftsmanship done to the model.
Something that's not like everybody else's.
Yeah, I don't want stuff like everyone else's.
125 rod says,
hey, there's
reminds me of my 49er.
Oh.
Saw that up that high and back with the fender skirts, LOL.
Oh, there you go.
Hi. He said, hi, Tammy.
So Ed, you had fender skirts on it and then jacked it up so they cleared the fender skirts too, or am I missing that? Because if you had fender skirts on it, you'd have to jack it up another 8 inches. I mean, that looks cool to me. Yeah, I'm always for that.
Yeah.
It's just that when your shackles get too high, it really, I think it'll sway. But I've had shackles on so many cars and I never had I think they always had a panner bar in the back to where I didn't have to really worry too much about it swaying. But I figured if you get them way up there, you might just start swaying back and forth. In 1986, I had a yellow Maverick that was jacked up like that. And I put a set of N50 Kragers on the back. And I tightened up the lug nuts real tight and, you know, everything was good. I go to take it across our big bridge there in our town and it's all over the place. It's sliding from one side to the other. And I couldn't think, what in the world? You know, I'm almost taking up 2 lanes myself. So I limp it home as slow as I can go. Come to find out the shoulder I had Anson slots on the back. And I put them through the Kragers. Come to find out the Kragers weren't as thick as I thought they were because it looked like it was bottoming out, but it wasn't. It wasn't even up against the face of the Kragers. So they had it made those big meats in the back just wobble back and forth. And it was a handful to try to keep that thing under control till I got it back home. But yeah, I've jacked them up like that. And it doesn't bother me a bit. Oh, there went the keyboard. The fabulous keyboard. Still there. It's when he dances on the keyboard. That's when magical things happen.
Yes. Poor 3-legged kid.
Yeah, poor 3-legged
He
kid.
can't walk very good.
No, and he gets motion sickness. So when he eats, here he comes.
He's going to come say hi to everybody.
Yes. Well, he's going to stay behind camera, looks like. Okay. A good cat. He's my buddy. What a good kitty. Okay, well, guys, I think I'm done because Alfred said we're done.
He wants his daddy.
Yeah, he can't wait too long.
Needs a nap on daddy's lap.
I've still got one more wheel I got to cut on the lathe yet, and then I could sit down and take a break. But yeah, I've been going pretty strong since yesterday with doing the paint work on
What time did you get up? Midnight?
midnight.
Oh,
So
I got 6 more hours sleep than he did.
yeah, my day is about done. I'm ready for a beer. My goodness. But yeah, I think this car is turning out very good compared to what it was, and I should do a photo shoot and then have Tammy put together a good
A little video,
a little video, a little
photo compilation.
slideshow, and she'll put it on. Okay, guys, I'll talk to you later.
Bye.